Hey, this video starts around 3 weeks ago. Don't be surprised if you see some stuff happening in the background that's already done by now. Regardless, it's still gonna be a cool one. Enjoy watching.
They look like them porn actors.
The porn actors?
No, they always had the cameras back in the day.
I don't know anything about this.
I heard.
You heard? Man, I don't know how many approach did I do in my videography career to start filming proper POV videos, but I don't like the POVs from the sport cameras, you know, all them GoPros, Insta360s, they are fine, but it's just not the same quality as the big proper camera. So this time I wanted to really dive into it and get the proper things, because I really enjoy those videos when you go on YouTube and you see like a very cinematic POV video without talking, with just someone driving a car or a bike, just the pure engine sounds, ambient noises, and he just drives, and it's such a nice videos to look at and to experience, that I really want to do some of it, because we have very cool cars and it would be just cool to post once in a while this kind of POV quiet video. And for that we started building this. It's obviously a prototype for now, but it's getting somewhere. I tested it today morning, just what you saw now, and I forgot about the mic, so probably all the sounds that you heard from driving, it's just wind blowing straight into mic. But we have mics, so if I would put a mic somewhere behind the windshield, like maybe here, or somewhere maybe here, so it doesn't blow on it but it picks up the exhaust, it's gonna be amazing. I think it's a good thing to work on, because those videos are cool. Let me know in the comments what you think about those videos. And also this, but I think I'll make a separate segment about this thing. Sky's here, and as you can see there is something new with it, and it's the hood. After I lost the hood on Shotsu, I was looking for carbon hood and I found one. It came a couple days ago, but we need to mount it properly. For now it's just here, because obviously the trumpets are way too high. So we removed the trumpets to put the hood on to see how is it gonna look. I think it's gonna be looking good. It's a GTR hood, so it has this cutout here, so a bit different look than it was, but it's gonna be nice. Once we fit the hood, the guys from Admire, they're gonna come and put the livery on it so it matches the rest of the car. And for Yapfest, I also have new front bumper for it, because this one, after 3 years, this bumper, it needs a retirement. It's a nice busy day at the garage. We are back with Bozo's B58 engine, but all that you'll see in the future videos. Adam was working on the engine and I was changing starter in my 86. Then we got hungry, so we decided to drive to the city to try a newly opened kebab. Let's go kebab! Okay, good morning. In the kebab section of the video we are gonna be testing the new kebab in the city, and let's see how it goes. The kebab is closed. This is it. For the kebab segment, subscribe to the next video. Ej, chodźcie do Burger Heaven, tam jest dobrze. Okay, we got burger instead.
Hello, welcome in burger testing.
Welcome in burger testing, change of plans.
Okay, burger is closed, okay? We need to...
Ale to co jest dzisiaj?
Burger is closed. Thank you for the video, subscribe.
Ale z poniedziałek.
A da się tu przejść? Bo tu też jest coś.
Ale tam, dobra, chodźcie na rynku, do tu i teraz.
Okay, no kebab, no burger, let's find some open space.
No, subscribe for
yeah. Vege. No, I don't feel like vege. Okay, welcome in the new segment of the video. We will be testing Polish pierogi.
If it's open. No, it's definitely open like every time, man.
I think it's the first time we are actually filming out in the city where we live.
We are in the city center. I look like a voice.
Yeah. Garage clothes, my guy Bozo, OG t-shirt, let's go. Okay.
Pierogi was good. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Open restaurant, very nice.
Let's go. Back to work. Okay, it took Adam half a day to take out the valve cover, because why?
Give me that.
What? And in the meantime I was perfecting my homonto.
Pokaż całe dookoła. Pięknie wygląda.
So now we have counterweight and also now we have mics. So now I'm gonna go test it. No i co, wygląda podejrzanie?
Go for it.
Nice.
Nice.
Usually I'm better in this.
Yeah.
Tata dobrze znosi rozwód, wiesz?
Ja pierdolę.
That's not comfortable at all. The neck hurts and the vision is not perfect because you have this in the middle, but if we do maybe different mounts and different glasses and different no, homonto is good.
Homonto is good?
Yeah, it just needs some
Adjustments.
adjustments. Yeah. Okay, and this is it. We need to go home now. Summary of today is quite weird because we did develop homonto that also needs more developing. I'm not even sure if homonto is actual word in English. I've changed the starter motor in 86 and also Adam started working on B58. And I'm really hoping to use my homonto to film some very cool content with the bike and with the cars as well, but needs some work still. You?
I am going.
You're going, okay. See you. Okay, welcome day 2, Tuesday. There is an upgrade I need to do in my homonto. Actually, I googled, homonto is not a word in English, so it's let's just call it this way. But in Polish, homonto is, I think it's a something for the horse that you put on a horse. Anyway, so this is my helmet rig, and at the moment the biggest problem, well, one of the biggest problems is its weight. It's super heavy, so after riding a bike 5-10 minutes, my neck hurts. Most of the heaviness from this setup is from the counterweight. So this is the counterweight I did on the back of a helmet, and this is actually steel wheel spacer. And its job is to prevent the helmet to be very front heavy. So what I figured now is I'm gonna remove the spacer from the back, which is gonna make the whole setup way lighter. But to prevent the helmet to be front heavy, I would try to attach the back of a helmet to the rear of my jacket or the backpack on my back. Second big problem in riding motorbike with this homonto is that there is no glass in front of your eyes. So if you go a bit faster, the wind makes you tear. So I need another helmet with actual visor. And the third thing is that this thing covers the front of your eyes, like in the middle of on the eyes. So it's not as bad, it's a bit like a Formula 1 drivers when they have a halo and they also have like this thing in the middle. But it would be way better if the top mount to the helmet would be on the sides, not on the front. Then I have a clear vision, therefore the whole thing would be much safer. Even though you cannot really talk about safety with this, but it's all about the shot, baby. Okay, let's fix this homonto once and for all, and let's start from the beginning. So starting with the new helmet is actually carbon fiber. It has a visor. To make it super light, I made all the brackets from aluminum. That took a while, but it was worth it. I mounted the camera with 4 points to the helmet from sides, so it didn't interrupt my vision. The counterweight at the back I replaced with a piece of string attached to my belt that will pull the helmet a bit to the rear. Let's test it. So look, three things that were bothering me was, firstly, weight. Secondly, the thing here in the middle was a bit annoying, so now my vision is perfect. And thirdly, I have a visor, so I can ride motorbike. And this is good, I'm happy. And
Okay.
it doesn't look too sketchy, no?
Look sideways. No, I think Mr. Policeman will be okay.
Yeah. Next morning we took our pit bikes and with all the boys we went to chase the sunrise at 4 AM and the video from it is here on the channel. It was an awesome adventure and a big test of that rig and I'm super happy with the result. Not only the footage looks good, but also after having it on my head for a very long time, I kinda forgot about it and it didn't bother me at all. Okay, now all that was happening in the past. Now let's go back to present as we have some work to do. Good morning. It's been a while, man. The beginning of this video that you just watched of me building the Homonto, it was actually 2 weeks ago. Since then, many things happened. We went to events. I went to Formula 1 race, a little holiday. Boys here took my car. They did a lot of cool things. So I hope you enjoyed me building the camera rig, and I hope you guys just enjoyed this little side project that I wanted to do for the longest time. But now we are back with cars. Now the situation is, we are leaving to Yapfest and we are leaving tomorrow. So today is the last day of packing, prepping and getting everything ready for Yapfest. So we have only today to get everything ready and there is quite a lot of job to do. That's why today I'll be filming the process of prepping the cars. The big news of Yapfest this year is that they invited Drift King himself. They invited Keiichi Tsuchiya to come to Yapfest and they actually, which is the most crazy part, maybe if you follow us on Instagram you know already, but Keiichi Tsuchiya will be drifting my Skyline on Yapfest at the track. It's hard to comprehend it, it's hard to even think about it rationally. They chose my car to give to Keiichi, which makes me super proud and honored. But my car after Ultrace, it's, let's say, not the best condition. Mechanically is the best condition it can ever be. But the look of it after Ultrace, after very close driving, after some crashes and stuff, it just wasn't fresh anymore. And I wanted to refresh it. That's why today I picked up new parts. So I have a new front bumper for the car. As you can see, it's missing a livery, but the boys from Admire Stickers, they're gonna come to the evening to do a livery, same like on an old bumper, but put it here on a new bumper. So first thing I need to do is mount this bumper on the car, and second thing is the hood. And today I'm gonna have to mount it on the car. The problem is that the hood doesn't close because of the ITBs, so we either need to cut out a hole in the hood for the trumpets, like before, like on an old hood, or somehow figure out to change the ITBs, the trumpets themselves. My idea for now is try to see how long the trumpets can be for us to close the hood properly without cutting anything, and then maybe shorten the trumpets so they are pretty short, but we have a good clearance. I don't know how is it gonna... It shouldn't make the car slower and less powerful. It would probably move all the high torque and high power lower on the RPM, so the car is gonna have, for example, more mid-range rather than top range like now. But let's see where we are. Firstly, I'll clean it, because look, it's disgusting. Never cleaned it for the past 2 years, so I'll clean it and then I'll figure out the hood. Okay, the problem we have now is that the hinges, see the hinge here, it's bent up, because when my hood opens, the hinge is bent up. That's why there is a big gap here, and the hood doesn't align with the fender. So I think what I need to do is get the hinge out and straighten it back down. See now, this hinge should be the same angle as the fender, and it goes up. Okay, so now me and Chris, I'm gonna make sure everything aligns, and in the meantime I'm gonna get the 86 out because Marek needs to do alignment in his Corvette because he also taken it to Yapfest. It's not a Japanese car, but for drift cars they allow some other than Japanese cars. I'm sorry. Right. Hello. The Admire crew is here and we are putting a livery back on the car because obviously on the new Elements we didn't have any livery, so now we have some pieces here. The boys did a bumper already. The sides of the bumper, I still didn't decide if I want the big letters, same as on the other bumper, because we had this chrome nitrate.pl sticker on the bottom of the bumper. This one doesn't have one yet because I'm not sure if I want it or not. Like, now is the time to put a livery on the hood. On the hood it's gonna be a bit differently than on the old hood because we don't have any cutout here, because I managed to close the hood with the shorter trumpets on. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's maybe do a time lapse and the boys would put the livery on the hood. Let's go. Okay, it got dark, the boys from Admire left. I'm super grateful that I have them pretty close. Every time I'm calling them that we go into event and there is last day of prep and can they come, you know, help me with delivery, they always up, so big up boys. Alright, so we are now with the hood being mounted properly to the latches here. That's done, and now I need to sort out the mounting of the aero catches here. Because the aero catches, they were already on the hood and the placing of them is different than on my old hood. So the problem now is, usually it would go somewhere here or like the old one here. There is a pin screwed in from inside, it goes to the pin, you close it and it's fine. With this one, the problem of placing this is that the pin is supposed to be literally here on the connection of two of those pieces, right? I'll show you. Wait. I don't know if you can see, but the connection is literally on a very awkward spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a piece of bracket, metal bracket. I'm gonna ask Adam to weld in a pin to that bracket, and that bracket I will screw to these two holes that's actually holding these two pieces together. So it's gonna be like a little bracket with a pin. Okay, so we have success with mounting of the hood. The hood is officially mounted. It's not going anywhere.
You said that about last one.
The last one did go somewhere. It actually went up. But look. This is the little brackets I made. Adam welded them for me and they work. In the meantime, Marek packed the van, and actually two vans, with all the shop that we are taking tomorrow to Yapfest. We also managed to squeeze two of the pit bikes into one of the van. And we need to sort out the tools, tires, stands, and this car.
And it's 11 p.m.
And it's 11
And
p.m.
I need to go pick up another car.
Oh, I also marked all the trumpets, and I need to cut them. I think I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do the trumpets first, and then I'll leave the bumper to the end. It's gonna be a long night. Skromne? A gdzie? Okay, it's midnight. We're still working, but the battery in the camera is dying, so the rest you'll see tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Adam is helping me mount the front bumper, and I'm just gonna put the trumpets on ITBs. I cleaned everything, I have it ready, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go home and pick up tomorrow morning from there. Okay man, good morning. Not too much sleep, only a couple hours. It's 7 a.m. I'm back here in the garage, and it's funny because I'm first. We should be all here at 7. First thing, weather's looking so-so. There was very beautiful sunrise, but now all the clouds came in, and those clouds there, they look pretty dark. I checked the weather forecast and it looks like there's gonna be some rain on the way, which is not what you hope for if you need to go across country. We're gonna probably be driving 6-7 hours. And it's a big one. Yapfest is quite big for us. It's the second biggest after Altrace event if you talk about logistics and everything. So I will quickly tell you what we take and how are we gonna do it today. Hopefully not too boring. I will keep it short. Right. I'm driving this. My 86 gonna stand in front of the shop. The car still hasn't been tuned since the boys put a new ECU and ITBs. We did a quick tune on the road, but it's not there yet, so it still has problems with starting. But we're gonna sort it out. Hopefully not too many issues on the way today. Marek is pulling his Corvette. Marek's gonna be drifting Corvette, a super fast racetrack. I cannot wait to see it. So Marek is pulling his Corvette, obviously not with Jimny. We just used Jimny yesterday to move the trailer. He's gonna pull the Corvette with a van, which we yesterday packed with the shop, and man, it's fully packed. I mean, we had to squeeze some pit bikes inside, but the van is fully on with the construction for the shop, with the shop walls, and with merch. We are taking quite a lot of merch to Yapfest because many of our viewers are there at the Yapfest. And not only this van is full, there is another van that we borrowed from a friend, Mazan. Big up Mazan, thank you, always saving our life when we need to borrow some vans. Mazan always has some vans and he always happy to help us, which is super cool. I cannot show you, but this van is also full of merch. And we still don't have space for spare tires, for tools, for toolbox, and all the car parts section, which we're gonna probably have to just squeeze inside the drift cars. Right, so the girls are driving this van, and there's also Andrew driving something, pulling my Skyline on the trailer, which I need to still put on the trailer now because the trailer is there and Skyline's inside. And there's also Adam driving my JZX 100 because I'll be drifting the Toyota when Keishichi is gonna be drifting my Skyline. That still sounds not real. Okay, I don't have keys to the garage, so I just need to wait here outside. I'll probably pack my stuff into 86 and get ready to road and wait for the boys to come here, and let's have a beautiful day. Let's smash it. It's starting to rain. Somehow, we snapped the axle shaft now. We're supposed to be leaving 1 hour ago, and we need to go with the car to Adam's garage to put it on a lift and check it out. Complications.
Ale jest rozpierdolona, stary, rozkurwiona, rozjebana w mak.
Oh my days. No. That's the only car that needs to be working because it's not for me. It's for Donkey Kong. Not the best time. Okay, half an hour later, we have even bigger problem. Andrew is actually changing the shaft now, so at least that's done. But our neighbors, people that have a warehouse opposite us, just got delivery with a big truck that blocked completely our driveway, and they say it's gonna take about 2 hours to unload it. And there's no space from left and from right. So even if the Skyline's ready now, we still cannot go for the next 2 hours because the thing is blocked. Oh, did I mention that Marek's trailer with the Corvette got a flat tire and he's changing it now? I think I didn't mention that. The good thing is that the sun is out, but man, I was here at 7 a.m. and now it's 10, and we need to wait 2 more hours, so 5 hours delay. And the reason why we wanted to go so early is because we need to go to Yapfest in Poznań, which is 5 hours away, normal car, so about 7 hours with the trailer, unload everything from the bus and put the shop up, which also takes a couple hours. And it looks like we will be working late night with the shop today on the racetrack because everything's getting super late. But the bigger the pain now, the better the feeling of the event's gonna be, because the bigger the struggle is, then you appreciate everything more. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Okay, don't ask questions, just trust me. This is a good idea. Man, look at the weather again. It's sunny again. It was pouring rain when we were putting the bike on the trailer, and now we finished, we're ready to go, and look at the sky. The gods today, I don't know, maybe want to tell us something, but hopefully not. Alright, let's go Poznań, Yapfest. I'm so happy I'm taking this. Okay, we are going to Yapfest. Finally we moved. It's almost 1 p.m. So we're about 5 hours late, but it's good. We're going. Okay, we are 4 minutes from our first stop, which is at Bembo. Our friends at Bembo have the tent for Mark II, so me and Adam, he's driving the Mark II. We were going a bit faster than the rest, so we can go pick up the tent, put it on the top of the roof rack, which is gonna be super cool, and then we're gonna join the rest towards Poznań, which is 2 more hours away, so it's not that bad. The driving's fine, no issues whatsoever, so it's all good. Adam's there. Alright, let's go.
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
So Yapfest every year is about camping. You always sleep in tents or in cars or whatever. So I think last 2 years I was sleeping in the hammock actually, and everyone's sleeping in tents and camping and stuff. So this year was no different, and we spoke to our friends at Benbow and they said they have very cool present for us, and they actually gave us as a gift this very cool tent that you mount on the top of the car. It's I think you should mount it on like an off-road car and go tent in the forest, but who said you cannot mount it on 500 horsepower 2JZ drift car and take it to the drift event and sleep on top on a roof of your car? Okay, let's go. this is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, made it. Made it to Poznań, to the truck. There is a little queue at the entrance, but let's see. Okay, we made it. Made it without a single issue on the way. We had some issues in the morning, more than one, more than two, as you saw, but now we made it. We are at Yapfest. There's a new location for us because we usually were down there and to the right, and this time we have a premium spot on, not on the grass, but on actual tarmac. We are next to our friends at Novol, and man, it's gonna be hell of a weekend. I cannot wait. Shame that for you guys this is gonna be the next video. I think we're gonna finish this one here, either here or after we set up. Maybe when we set up. Jak tam, Antek? Lepiej? Shima. Alright, now it's gonna be a couple hours of setting up the shop and everything. And yeah, I love being here. No. Okay, it's getting dark, we are getting ready, the shop slowly appearing here, and this is it for this video. Usually setting up for event is intro for the video, this time is outro of the prep video, and tomorrow I'm gonna start filming the proper Yapfest video, man. I'm locked in to make a very cool video out of this one, so stay tuned, you're gonna see it next week. And for us, it's yeah, we're gonna put the shop together now. It's probably gonna get dark very soon, and then tomorrow the start of the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though maybe we didn't do anything crazy with it, but I don't know, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching, have a nice rest of the Sunday, and see you in the next one.